Hello guys, welcome to this channel. Today we're going to be creating this football poster in Photoshop here. But before I start, majority of you have not subscribed to this channel. About 96.3% of you haven't subscribed to the channel. So please do well to subscribe so I can get more encouragement to make more videos like this. I can get the encouragement to make more videos like this, and please like this video so that you suggest it to many others so they can come to my channel and I can grow. So thank you very much. So without further ado, let's get straight into design. So it's a very simple design to do, not further things to do, just a few elements here and there. So first of all, we create a new canvas by clicking here, pressing Ctrl N on our keyboard. So Ctrl N on our keyboard. Then we choose the size of that I used. The size for Instagram, like a portrait size. 1080 by width, 8 pixels, 1080 width, then height 1350, resolution 300, color mode RGB, and background content white. So click on create. So the first thing we're going to do here, we're going to add the gradient fill. And by the way, there's a link in the description below which contains the resource files, the exercise files where you can practice this work, and you can send it to me on my Instagram. The link is in the description below. So click the gradient fill, then you click, make sure it's linear, the angle is 90 and the scale is 100. Make sure this reverse is on tick and align with layer. So we click on this, we'll change this to the color will be shown on the screen, the color code will be shown on the screen, 970 P808. Right, change this one to another color, a lighter color, FB 0614. Alright, click on OK. You increase the opacity of this one here to 100%. It can be visible. Alright, click on OK. Then you click on this and convert it to smart object. Then I'm going to add a filter, to this, and convert this to add noise to this. And click on filter, add noise, and then leave the noise degree at 12%. Right, 12%. So that is that for this. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to add the image of him here. And we're going to bring in our element. So I'll bring in my first element here, which is this lion. Yeah, bringing in here, and I'll just scale it. Click on good, and I'll just scale it. I'll press Ctrl T on my keyboard. Ctrl T to scale it here. I'll put it by the side here. Right. Then I'll bring in the image of him. Sorry, Ctrl Z. Let me just lock this layer. I'll bring in the first image of him, the second one here. I'll bring it here and place it here. So I want this image to be below this one, so I'll just Ctrl T here and drag it up here. Scale it here till it's on a fashionable area. So what I'll do with this picture, I'll add adjustments to it. I'll add my gradient map to this. I'll power click it into this layer. and I will also add black and white filter. Black and white filter here. Add the black and white filter under this. So for the gradient map, I will change the layer to the blending mode to overlay. I'll change the opacity to 55%. 5%. Then I will click on this and change. I begin to change this gradient here. So note that this stands for the shadows. Then if I add is something here in the middle, stands for the mid tones, and this stands for the highlight. So I want to change this far end here to a deep color. And this color is, I take the color code from the screen. Okay, the second one is the yellow, bright yellow color. Position is 53. Change the yellow color, change it to FFA 501. Alright, I'm going to add my highlight color, which is just pure white color. Alright, just pure white color. Okay, so here I have this color. I'm going to change this black and white filter. I'm going to change some parameter. I'm going to increase the red. Increase the reds. I'm going to reduce the red. Give it that nicely. I'm just going to type in 19 here. Alright. The blue, I'm going to increase the blue to 20, okay, and the magenta to 50. So it gives me this effect. So I'm going to click on this, add camera flow feature to it to increase the textures. I'll click on hold, Ctrl Shift and E to open my camera raw filter. So it opens it, and I'll go down to my basics panel here and I'll add textures. And I'll add textures about 55% of it. Add textures, just add textures. 55. To bring out the image well. Alright, so next thing here, we're going to add gradients. We're going to add a gradient over this layer. I'm going to click on this layer. I'm going to click on gradient. No, I'm just going to click on, go to this here, this create new fill or adjustment layer. I'll create gradient, just gradient, not gradient map. Create gradient. Gradient here. Add the gradient. Make sure the color is what I want. Alright, this is the color what I want. Now we'll add, convert it to smart objects. I will add noise. I'll add noise to this. Alright, so now duplicate it. Okay. So I want to make sure that this edge of this guy's face doesn't show. Edge of his face doesn't show. Okay. Just move it up a bit. Alright. Then I'll scale this up and extend it. Okay. Yeah. Alright. This is what we have achieved so far. Let's see view. Alright, this is what we have achieved so far. So I'm going to click on my brush tool B and create a new layer here. Create a new layer here. Create a new layer and just tap around here to cover that spot between him and this, so that it won't be noticeable at all. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to bring in my second character. Bring in my second character. This is my second character here. See the same character. Bringing him. I'm going to bring him on top. And I'm going to add something to him. I'm going to add selective color to him. Go to this panel, my adjustments. You can't see adjustments. I just go to Windows and select adjustment. So I just arrange my Photoshop this way so that it can be easier for me with the things I use normally. I want to add selective color, power clip it to this. Then I'll go to my red. I will change the cyan to 27 to push the red, minus 27, rather minus 27. Then I will change the magenta to plus 17, magenta to plus 17. Right, you can see that the reds have come up. Now go to the blacks. I'll increase the blacks also. I will change the sign to plus 13. And I will increase the magenta. Just add a few things to the magenta, right, to make it darker. I will just take that. So you can see the difference between this and this. It makes the colors you want to be vibrant. And let me add some whites to it. See whether the whites will affect the whites. So I'll just leave the whites like that. Just leave the whites. So I won't change the color of the whites. So this is what I have. So again, I'm going to duplicate this gradient map layer and just bring it up here. Power clip it to my image here. Power clip it, create a mask. So I have this. I'm just going to increase the opacity to about 55%. Right. So this is what I have, and we are almost getting there. So I think this gradient map here, I'll increase it a bit. Then let's say I will rasterize this layer, or I'll just move it down a bit. Click on V, move this down a bit. Click on V, move this down a bit. Then this, I think I don't need this layer, this brush layer again, so I'll just close it. Right. So what I'm going to do to this, I'm going to go to my gradient map of this second image here. I will take this ones down, or I will increase it. I'll take it down so that the face will become more brighter than the others. So I have this. What I'm going to do, I want to merge these two layers together. Then I will use my brush, my eraser tool. I'll press this bracket key on my keyboard to reduce the size of the brush, and just touch on the image to just remove these reds on it. Don't need those reds on it. Remove the reds here. Make sure your flow is up to 31 and your brush size is 250. Just move this down here. Alright, so I'll click on Ctrl A to just centralize this character. It's already centralized. Just bring him down a bit. Alright, so we have achieved this already. So what we're going to do then is we're going to bring it to our texture. I forgot to add the texture, to bring in the texture. So I'm just going to look for the texture in where I got it. For this texture. Okay, let's use this one. So bring in my texture here. And I'll just bring it above this one. Then I'll press Ctrl T on my keyboard and scale it. Just scale it, change the opacity to screen, and change the blend mode to just change the blend mode to like 20%, right? I think I still need to make it okay. Make sure this one is clipped instead of this one. So the clipping doesn't remove. And see, I've added the textures here. I want to duplicate this layer, Ctrl J. Then I'm going to transform it, Ctrl T here, and change it, flip it over by adding minus to this width here. Flip it over here. I'll flip it over. I'll add minus to the height to flip it over. Then I'm going to bring it down here. Click on OK. Then Ctrl 0. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this opening to 20%. 20%. Alright, so we have this. We have this here. Then I'm just going to write up our text here. I'm going to write this our text. Our text here is in asphatic scratch rounded. It's in the description below. So asphatic scratch rounded. Just write it RASHFORD. So we scale it up and we scale it down here. What we're going to do now, we're going to add margins. We're just going to click on view, new guide layout. It was going to add margins for us. So this will define how we will place our text. So we just move this one close to the margin here and hold Alt on our keyboard and drag this one down. So we have a duplicate of this, a quick duplicate. So I'm going to bring in my next character from there. I'll bring in. Let me copy this one to my listing. I'll copy this one to my folder. So the remember is in the description below for you to download. So we want to bring in this ball and place it here. I want to take it under this. And just make sure I select this one and just move it down here. Then I'm bringing the remaining second one, this shape here, place it here. Now scale it down to this extent here. Alright, I'll scale it down here and place it here. Okay. I'll move it up here. So let me just lock this layer so that it interfere with my design. So we are almost getting there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure that move this one back so that this one will be more prominent. The highlights will be more prominent. So I'm going to add textures to this guy here. I'm going to click on it. This is my camera raw filter. I'll click on Ctrl Shift A. Add camera raw filter to it. So my camera raw filter will open. And I will add textures to it. I'll add texture to it so that it will bring out the edges. Just add 75%. Add 75. Brings out the edges of him. So what next I will do here, I will just add some defining areas using my brushes and my brushes. Use my brushes to light up this guy to create shadows then and other things to him, and to create ground, like an abstract ground, a false ground for him. So it's like this, it just be as if it's on the air and not touching anything other than this that is placing his foot here, shadow. So what I'll do, I'll click on him. I will just click on this line layer, and below it I'll hold this, create a new circle. I'll hold shift so that my circle will be a perfect circle. Then I will change this, move this here. I will move the stroke. Move the stroke. Go to make sure you have when you're on the properties bar, remove your stroke. Then I'll add my fill. My fill color must be the color of this yellow here. So I'll just click, color this color here. Alright. So I think I'll also take this one down here. Take this one down here so that I'll affect that. Now here, so I'll change. I'll convert it to a smart object. And I'll go to filter, I'll add Gaussian blur. And make sure the blur is 34.4%. So I can duplicate this, and I can merge all of this together. Merge layers. Just merge these layers together. So what I'm going to move it above this layer here. Alright, this layer. Now take the opacity down a bit. So you can see this. Oh, I will change the size. I'll just hold Alt on my keyboard and I will move it so that it should just scale down proportionally. Alright, you can see this is already made one. This is the made one already, so you can see there's a little bit of changes to this. So I'll click on this layer. I will just move this layer a bit to the side. Let me make sure that this layer here is above that layer. Okay, leave this layer here. I think I will just leave this one here. Alright, so we have almost achieved everything here. So what next we're going to do here? Let me just move this one up a bit. Up a bit. Alright, so we're going to duplicate this man here. Duplicate him. We're going to rasterize the one below. Rasterize him. And let's just close this one first. We rasterize him. We will not use our pen to click on our curvature tool or our pen to just cut out some part of him like this. Make selection. Make sure it's joined. Make selection. So we are going to press delete. So I want to delete this part here. This part here. We'll just Ctrl Z it. So that when I press Ctrl Shift I, to select that part, when I press delete on our keyboard. Alright. So this part here, I'm going to add filter. I'm going to add Gaussian blur, motion blur to it. Motion blur. Now leave it like this. I'll add my original image here. Alright. So it creates a kind of movement in it. So let me just make this to a new layer. And to make this ones have effect on these two layers here. Create clipping mask. Create clipping mask. Just rename this group to be RASHFORD. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do here is we're going to add shadows. We're going to use our brush tool and add shadows. That's the last thing we're going to do here. Add shadows here, add a darker shadow under here. So press B on my keyboard here. and I go to the layer just below this layer. I'm going to click on open a new layer here, just move it down a bit. We'll click on this layer here, make it a dark red color, or black. Then we are going to move this, zoom in, scale down to the leg part, zoom in. We are going to reduce this size of this brush about this size. Okay, size is 200. We'll just click on this, click on it again, and we will. So I'm going to press Ctrl T on my keyboard, and I'm going to remove this proportion, this aspect ratio. Remove it. I'll just drag this down like this. Right, I'll place it under here, down like this. Click on good. Now I can move this one up. I'll click on I'll create on that one. I'll zoom in into this. Zoom in into this foot here. I click on B to select my brush tool. Let me move to the side here. Click on here. Click on it again. Then press Ctrl T on my keyboard to drag this down. Drag this down. Right, so we have this. Press Ctrl 0 to see the full design. So I have this. I'm going to name this one Shadow 1. Shadow 1. I'm going to rename this one Shadow 2 foot. So I'm going to change these layers, change the opacity to 80%. The opacity to 80%. You can see now the opacity is down. So you can see it's like a down, like full ground for it. So this dust layer, this what I call it texture layer, I'm just going to take them down to 18, then down to 18. Alright, let me increase this. Alright, so this is it. Alright, so the last thing we're going to do, we're going to add a shadow here. Click on this layer. I'm going to increase this, make it darker. Then I will go below this ball here. Below this ball, add a new layer below it, drag this one down. Then I will click on my brush tool, increase the shadow, increase the brush size. Then I will just draw like something like this. Then I'm going to change the opacity to about 16%. So I just clicked a black area, this black area, to show that like it's like a ground, so make it darker and the other part of the design. So you can see we are almost done with this. But we are done with this. So make sure that this ball blends with this layer, this ground layer. I'll just click on this color here, then I'll go to my ball layer, this ball layer here. I'll open the smart object, click on my pin bucket tool by pressing G on my keyboard. Then I'll just pour that color here inside this ball. I'll close this layer. So it automatically blends with this. It's not blending enough yet. I'll pick again. Just pick. And then I will go back to this layer, my gradient brush tool, see whether it will blend. Okay, let's check this one. So let me close these layers, then pick this color, Alright, go back to my ball layer, then my gradient view to fill it, my paint bucket will fill it with that color. I'll save changes to darker than this. Pick again, just fill it with this color. Then I think it's okay like this. So that's that for this design. I've come to the end of the design, so thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, you like and comment and share. You can forward this video to my Instagram or my Facebook so I can just review it. It's a very simple design. Thank you for watching and see you next time. See you in the next video. Thank you very much.